going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know you're excited for today's video. Ladder challenge, wager number 3 here for the college football Saturday slate. Of course, last weekend I fired off the challenge and we cashed those same game parlays on Sunday Night Football and Monday Night Football. I mean, easy cashes, both of them. Love to see it. And now we almost have $500 to work with here. So starting to get to the point where it's pretty exciting. I got an interesting angle here for college football Saturday. I think you guys are going to agree with it. I think we're going to go ahead and take home some more money. And then I'm even more confident with the ticket that I have pretty much finalized for Sunday. So yeah, guys, if you're new to my channel right now, double check, hit that subscribe button. Be sure to drop a like on today's video as well. If you guys get today's video, which will get thousands of views, just to 300 likes, I'll put my best college football pick in the comment section for all you guys to have at no cost. Man, premium is just absolutely ripping. You can see the units gained. You can see the individual records also going along the bottom of the screen there. Just cooking in college football. And year after year, my NFL is always the best from Thanksgiving time through the playoffs. So about to get hot in the NFL. Still deep in profit in the NFL. 4.5 units. Take that all day long. Well above a 500 record there. College football has been absolutely a yellow brick road, though. Love to see it. Another big weekend coming up. I have another max bet. I've been hitting these at such a high rate this year. You guys have got to join premium. It's going to be another huge weekend. Just locked in right now, ready to make another pile of cash. Link to my website, danspicks.net, right in the description of today's video or in the pinned comment at the top of the comment section. Again, these ladder challenges, man, they're for entertainment. They're for fun. I fully do believe we're going to take this $100 all the way to 10 grand. But if you really want to take this stuff seriously, if you really want to have some discipline and win the right way, majority straight wagers and bankroll management, join premium. I send everything via text message. Just copy the text over time. You'll absolutely make a pile of money. In college basketball, off to a 2-0 start. You guys know my skill set in both college basketball and the NBA playoffs. Both of those right around the corner after football season comes to a conclusion. So can't recommend premium enough if you want to take sports betting seriously. You guys know the answer with that one. But let's go, man. Let's do this thing. You guys can see the top of the screen here. $480.96. Of course, as always, my bet slip will be on the screen in today's video. I show all the bet slips from premium. I show wins. I show losses. You guys know I have skin in the game. A lot of people pointed out in some of the screenshots I've had recently here on YouTube that you noticed that just my FanDuel account had over 14K. Yeah, that's like normal stuff. It's not a flex. I'm not trying to flex how much money I have. I just want to make sure you guys know I really do have skin in the game. I bet all the stuff I say. And the losses hurt me. The wins, feel good. And I win more than I lose. Pretty simple deal. So let's go ahead and get another winner for you guys here with this ladder challenge. Here is FanDuel. We only got 4 pieces, man. A 4-leg parlay here. So we're going to scroll down. There were some options I was considering. Miami. I thought Miami on an alternative spread was a decent choice. SMU or Louisville. I don't think it matters what side you take. If you took Louisville at like plus 14, that probably would have been a decent option, but I just couldn't do it. And what I said in the beginning of today's video about how I kind of have an interesting angle for this slate. Yeah, this slate's just not great. There's a lot of really good games just to bet individually. Standard 1-unit straight wagers. I've sent out a pretty good bunch of them to the client list for premium. But in terms of putting together like a big parlay where you're going all in, or in our case here, $480, it's just not a great Saturday for that. Not like there's a whole bunch of concrete money line options out there. So let's go ahead and start with our first leg here. And we're going to click on this Oklahoma game, and we're going to use 2 parts, guys. We're going to use a spread and a total. Alt spread, really consider the money line here. Oklahoma cannot afford to lose this game. If they want to be in the playoff, it's a must win. Norman is going to be on fire here, but it's an early kick. You're coming off the Bama win. You look awfully impressive. I'm not total. I mean, I'm confident, but I'm not totally confident in the Sooners on the money line. One thing I know for sure is that defense and this home field advantage in Norman and a must-win spot against a Missouri team that just does not have impressive results on the road. Very fortunate in that Auburn game, a few others as well. They're just not the same. Pretty good defense. miserable offense, and that gets amplified on the road. Is Oklahoma going to cover the spread? I do want to show you one thing. Let's go to this game over here on Outlier Sports. I'm going to bring up the money splits for this game. This helped aid in my decision. And by the way, Missouri being ranked 23, I really don't know about that. By the way, guys, all this data here, all these categories, the insights, the injury updates, all of this stuff right here on Outlier is completely free. I have a partnership with this guy. Yeah, I got the link in the description. Hop on this platform for free for an entire week's trial. If you don't want to use the really, really cheap, affordable subscription after that, then no problem. But at least hop on this platform and go over all the data this week at no cost. Links in the description for that. Let's go back here to the matchup. And let's look at the betting splits. And this is what really, really helped me here. So the betting splits on this game, it is a little bit on the sharp side. I guess you could actually say it's quite a bit on the sharp side. But still, at the same time, the money is on the underdog, and the spread is still above a touchdown here. 7 in some spots, but 7.5, 8 in most. 41% of bets, 77% of the money coming on Mizzou here. Again, that is sharp. I mean, more of the money versus the amount of bets made. Definitely the sharp side would be Missouri, but it's still a public underdog. We still have almost all the money. Almost 80% of it is on the underdog. So that made me feel just a little bit better about that particular matchup. So again, is Oklahoma going to cover? I don't know. I think the spread's super accurate. I think it's going to be right around the spread. Even more confident that Oklahoma wins, and we get 4.5 points in our back pocket. If Missouri pulls this thing off, it's by a field goal. It's by a last-second game-winning field goal. I just don't see them somehow going to Norman, Oklahoma with their lack of offense versus this Oklahoma defense and winning by a full touchdown. I just don't see it. If they pull off a miracle win, anything can happen. I just don't see it by being more than a field goal. So we're going to take 4.5. Again, maybe we have a scenario where Oklahoma's up 3 points. Missouri has one last chance on a Hail Mary, and they get it. Well, we'd still be saved by 4.5 there. So we're going to take the 4.5 with the team I really like to win. And then we're going to come in here to the total. And we're going to take an under. We're going to take a big old under here. We're going to go to 58.5. Minus 1,000. It's a pretty big key number here. I just really like the 58.5 number. You guys see the total in this game. It's barely above 40. I mean, what realistically is going to be this score? Oklahoma wins this game like 20-17, 21-17, 23-16, like something like that. That's how I think the game's going to go. I mean, we saw Vanderbilt beat Missouri 17-10. We could see that type of a score. 58.5. The only reason I'm going way up to a minus 1,000 alt line here is just because totals in college football are way more unpredictable than the spreads and the money lines, in my opinion. You guys might think differently. I'm very confident that this stays under, mid 40s and probably even goes under the total at 41.5. 58.5, it's some value. I think it's a concrete lock we can throw in there at minus 1,000 to help us with the price a little bit on a day where there's just not that many great options. So we're going to go with both Oklahoma and an under in that game. And then we'll scroll down. Another one I really wanted to use. What's the point of even talking about it? Let's just get on with it, guys. You're here for the ticket, not for other options you could consider. So let's keep going down here. Vandy, there's one. I was considering Vanderbilt. Oregon, how about Oregon? So this is kind of the same situation as Oklahoma. And let's pop back over here to Outlier Sports. I want to show you the public betting information. This is even a better case. Let's try to find this game amongst all the games in here. There we are, 16 in the country versus 6. And look at the public betting information, guys. Right around half the money, or half the bets, 46% of the bets are coming on USC, only 36% of the money. Not only is it like a slight public underdog, not really crazy, but like half of the people are thinking USC is just getting too many points. But the amount of bets versus the cash on this game, the sharp side is Oregon. Oregon at home. We've already seen Oregon drop a home game. They already lost to Indiana. We know Oregon's good. We know USC doesn't have a defense. USC on the road Lincoln Riley in November. There's just some things that don't look great for USC, and I kind of like the USC team. Their offense is kind of fun to watch. College game day, the game's in Eugene, better coach, better roster, tougher team, a team that actually has some level of defense. And we're getting like a very small, maybe like a C plus type of an example of a public underdog. I just think it aids in my decision to like Oregon in this game. But once again, guys, we're going to go to this popular section and we're going to take just a few points. Again, this is college football. There's some situations in the NFL this week that I don't even see the reason to mess around with. And if we can just get through this college football slate, I know for a fact the day 4 ticket for NFL Sunday will cash. So this is the largest risk here to our ladder challenge. And that's why I'm just going to go ahead and grab just a few points with Oregon here. Again, maybe we get a case where there's like an injury in this game, just from bad luck, like the Oregon quarterback gets hurt in the first quarter, then we're going to really want these points. Again, home teams. Do you notice both teams we bet on? Oklahoma and Oregon. They're in great spots, must-win spots, big spotlight TV versus ranked opponents. It's not going to be a sleepy game. They're going to take their opponent seriously. They're both teams that I like to win, maybe cover, and we're also taking a small safety net of points with both of them. If somehow a miracle upset happens with one of these teams losing, again, it's probably like a walk-off field goal at best. Maybe they lose the game because the team goes for like a 2-point conversion or something like that. 4.5 for Oklahoma and Oregon, two good teams that should absolutely win on their home fields. And we have a little bit of safety net. We threw in that under with Oklahoma. We're down to 209. And that brings us to our last leg, which I got to remind myself of what I took because I'm betting so much stuff these days. And we're going to scroll down and we're going to find this game. Where is it, man? Where is this game? There's this game. You know who stinks, guys? You know who's horrible? Sparty. A really bad, miserable team. Iowa at home, man. They had Oregon. They've had these other teams, man. Iowa is a solid football team. The other thing that I really think is important to look at, and I know it's contrarian to some people. Some people say, "Ooh, I really like, the underdog when the total's low." Sometimes you hear people in the NFL, people that really like to bet teasers. They'll say, "Oh, if you're going to tease like a small underdog up through the key numbers of 3, 7, and whatever, long teasers or whatever they say in the NFL, those people like to see lower totals." But I disagree. I think the higher totals actually make for a better teaser. When you see a total of only 42.5 points and a spread north of 2 full touchdowns, look, the books are pretty much just telling us Michigan State ain't scoring, man. They're going to struggle in this one big time. Again, 16.5. I've seen 17s at other books. I think there's even a 17.5 out there. No need to look at betting splits or anything else here. Iowa on the money line at home. Again, one more 1,000, right? So the under 58.5, the Iowa on the money line. We're tossing those in because those, in my opinion, cannot lose. We're going with a little extra safety net with the others. And it's minus 160. Look, the first 2 legs of the challenge were deep in the plus money. We're only supposed to be right around $800 at this point in the challenge anyway. It'll get us close. You see the bet slip there on the screen. I'm just not going to force it. I'm in love with the NFL. I know I'll have a plus money ticket for us on Sunday. So take it, we'll take the profit. We'll add it to the total. Minus 160, a super juicy day. But guess what? I ain't risking it. I'm taking this $100 to 10K. I hope you guys are enjoying the ride so far. Lock that one in. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. And just one more friendly reminder, guys, just don't pass up on premium. I mean, you guys just see me stack up the money. How many years are you just going to watch me do it without being involved? I just don't understand. I have clients that I've been on for years. You think they're just going to pay me week after week or month after month of whatever their subscription is? If I lost, I don't win every single wager. I just win more than I lose over time. So people that just ride with me and just copy my picks, they're winning piles of money. I'll leave it at that. Should be an easy decision. hopefully we can cash this ticket here for Saturday. And yeah, if we can just escape the Saturday slate, which is a little bit on the less than stellar side, then we're absolutely going to go ahead and cash the next one as well. And then we're really going to be off to the races. We're going to get this done, guys. We're going to complete this challenge. Yeah, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications turned on so you get that video Saturday night or Sunday morning, whenever it comes out. Hopefully we can get there, guys. 4 legs. Come on. Don't even tell me something's going to go wrong here with an injury or, some airplane crashes into the stadium. Like, come on. It's going to take something like that for these tickets to lose. I'll see you guys in the next video.